Much dear viewers of Kweli Chungu TV, and thank you for tuning in once more. Thank you for being there for us once more. This is Kweli Chungu TV, your home of entertainment, education, and information. Welcome aboard to today's content, to today's presentation on Kweli Chungu TV. Kindly do us the favor of joining, actually subscribing, sharing, commenting, and liking our content, because without you, we are nowhere. On behalf of my engineer, Madam Doris, this is our presenter, the one and only Jared Wilberforce, welcoming you aboard. That welcome, let's enjoy together. Dear viewers, today, I'm trying to avoid quarreling. I just want to talk. And at least I want to thank God today we are out of Nyamira and we just landed in Nairobi at ABC Place, Westlands, the offices of the National Council for Persons with Disabilities. We are at Westlands, ABC Place, Nairobi, the headquarters of the National Council for Persons with Disabilities, where we want to unveil what is being covered, what is under the carpets of these offices, dear viewers. This ingine, but we have to bear with the situations. Dear viewers, the National Council for Persons with Disabilities is a government agency created through an act of parliament in 2003 to cater for the welfare of persons with disabilities throughout the country. Among their mandates is to register and know the number of persons with disabilities in this country, offer services on behalf of the government to the persons with disabilities, among others. The services they are expected to offer include educational assistance, which definitely CEO Harun has raised to Bari, economic empowerment through self-help groups for persons with disabilities, or DPOs for that matter, and among others, dear viewers. Today, we are not very happy as persons with disabilities and as Kweli Chungu TV, because what the council is now doing, Harun, it is time you begin knowing that we are not so blind. We may be blind physically, but Harun, you are making us fools. And our blindness does not make does not mean we don't see what you are doing behind the carpets or under the carpets at the National Council. Today, dear viewers, there is an outcry from persons with disabilities. Many a times, you've heard that there's a time they came up with a program on vetting, where they wanted every person who wants to be tax exempted go to Nairobi. We came up and people opposed it to the level it was understood, I think, though Shingo Upande, that this was scrubbed out for a moment. Because the question was, how does someone come from Turkana? Furthermore, this is somebody who is disabled in his own way, come spend in Nairobi without money, without anything, awaiting to be served. Then they began another idea of a team going round the counties, which to us still does not add up, because it's a misuse of funds and resources. Dear viewers, the council has been creating very funny positions. They can wake up tomorrow and say, we have decided to come up with a county supervisor for persons with disabilities. All this is aimed at creating positions and opportunities to the friends and allies of seniors of the council, led by one Harun, the CEO. Mr. Harun, I think you have defecated and defiled disability enough, and you are making the council lose image and lose direction and lose meaning anyway. Today, the council has failed miserably. For instance, they scrubbed out educational assistance, meaning a number of persons with disabilities may not achieve their visions, because this was a favor of the government to make sure people with disabilities also achieve through education. There are not very many anyway. Arun came in, decided to scrub that off. Instead, he decided to create other positions and send in his friends. Dear viewers, another thing, even the normal bursaries, which are a partnership of well-wishers like Kenya Pipeline and others, and even the Ministry of Education, are also becoming a problem. Releasing of those funds has become a real issue, dear viewers. disbursement of those funds to schools. Today, only that because of the right of the learner and the privacy of the school, I'm not mandated and permitted to mention a school or mention a student. There are students who have not received their disbursement for this financial year, not just this financial year, this academic year rather. Yet, it's not that there is no money at the council. There is money, but Harun knows what he wants to do with the money. That notwithstanding the case, dear viewers, since Harun took office, there have not been enough observation of occasions and events of persons with disabilities, e.g., the United Nations Day for Persons with Disabilities, which is observed on the 3rd of December. Economic empowerment is still staggering. We don't know the fate. Dear viewer, it has been so difficult observing days like the White Cane Day, the Albinism Day, the Cerebral Palsy Day, and even the Wheelchair Day, just to mention a few. Today, there is a program that was to take off next week, from 21st to 25th of next week. Unfortunately, even after mobilization has been done, Harun and his clowns in Nairobi have come up and decided to postpone the program until further notice. Tell me, these guys are putting the DSOs, the Disability Services Officers, on the ground, on the DPOs, on an awkward position. Since now, imagine having mobilized persons to come for registration and then beginning to demobilize. There is an English like that, demobilize, and tell them we have postponed it. How hectic and resource wasting it is. Who does this airtime? Who tells you we shall reach every other person that had been mobilized? What are you telling the ordinary man on the ground who does not understand the protocol on how information trickles between headquarters and the ground, and between the ground and the headquarters? What we are anticipating and what we are investigating, Harun, I hope you are not about to take that direction. The direction of sending people from Nairobi to come and do otherwise what is able to be done by the officers down here. If you are doing that, Harun, we want to remind you, these are not the dark days. We shall not sit back and let you defile the council through such means. What the council has done is enough. We are not going to tolerate and condone any more nonsense as persons with disabilities. Through Kweli Chungu TV, I want to inform us, for those who may not know, money is squandered through programs called vetting, where guys come from Nairobi down to the counties. They come and spend in big hotels to verify what has already been verified by a qualified medics. They spend in big hotels, go and drink, and I don't apologize because I have interacted with officers of the council who come to have fun, not from their salaries, but from the per diems. And this is what Aaron is trying to cultivate and trying to mentor and trying to bring up so strongly. Dear viewers, some few years back, I remember when a team came from Nairobi, came to do a mass registration program in Nyamira. Two young girls who came ended up differing on the money they were allocated. It means they were given a lot of money, and when they could not agree on how to share the loot, they differed, almost fought, went each on her own, yet they had come as a group. They came and rented some big hotel in Kisii town. They were operating from Kisii to Nyamira, as if in Nyamira there were no hotels, as if there was no officer in Nyamira, and if there was, then he was not competent. In any case, the girls who were brought came to be realized later by investigators of Kweli Chungu TV that does not have information. There were quacks on disability, only that they were friends of the Wakubwas then. These girls differed. One went back to Nairobi through the Narok route, another one through the Nakuru route. This is what Harun wants to bring back. But we want to warn you, Mr. Harun. I want to call upon all persons with disabilities through your DPOs. Kindly, let's take charge of the council. Let's refuse every intimidation from the council. Let the council offer us services. In any case, what's the need of registering when somebody registered in 2016 and they haven't received their registration cards up to date? Harun and your team, you are doing a disservice. There is a machine in Kisii that is lying there. Nothing is going on because of your directions. Mr. Harun, through Kweli Chungu TV, get notified that we have known you. Don't imagine that if we were blind, then we were so blind to see the nonsense you are doing when you've closed the doors of the council or behind the curtains of the council. We are here and we are coming for you. We are not going to condone unnecessary postponement of events of persons with disabilities. What we want are services. We want to respect the officers on the ground. We don't want you to put them in awkward situations. We don't want the DPOs to suffer fates of awkward situations, yet you are busy squandering our money in Nairobi. Dear viewers, persons with disabilities, friends of persons with disabilities, stand with us. Let's tell Harun no, because to date, they refused, they scrapped out education assistance. They have not released bursaries to schools. Students are languishing. Teachers don't know what to do. Yet, Harun is busy postponing every other thing. For more insights, for more stories, for more of these and more, don't fear, don't forget to hit on that button to subscribe to Kweli Chungu TV. Kindly share, view, like, and comment our content and episodes. For the sake of the interests of my viewers, dear viewers, kindly do us the favor of subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing, viewing, liking, comment, whichever you want to start. Dear viewer, be a family of Kweli Chungu TV. I'm targeting 100 subscribers in the next 3 or 4 days, dear. Just be number 82. Be a subscriber number 82 and you will make Kweli Chungu TV smile. On behalf of my sound engineer, I've been your presenter, the one and only Brother Power, without sight but with vision, Jared Wilberforce. Bye-bye.